unlocked and opened. And we found ourselves in a chamber, and the chamber was depicting a lot of elemental chaos and such. And inside was a giant pearl. No, I don't know if I'd say it was giant. There was a pearl. And it was drawing Ramil and me a bit. And when we approached it, we tried to do the old swaparoo just in case it was trapped. I didn't find any traps, but you never know. And when Ramil took it, elementals came out and assaulted us and demanded that he prove himself. Which I think we did, and we were allowed to leave. And we refilled the sand on our way out. And then the Thrakenines were trying to take some extra camels, and we had some choice words with them. Parthis and Ramil were ready to tussle. But
about what?
The camels.
Oh, somebody wanted to give up the camels?
Well, I was ready to give up the one we promised, but they were trying to basically convince them not to even pay the original one, and was threatening them. But I think we resolved it well. And they got their one camel and all, and we got to leave.
Yeah, Ramiel stepped in and convinced them to not take 2 camels because they were trying to kind of strong arm you guys.
Also, unicorn.
Oh yeah.
Big unicorn action.
A really, small part in the whole story. There was a unicorn. I don't know that we know where it came from though, so
there is a unicorn, right?
It's disappeared now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ramiel summoned a ethereal elemental unicorn on accident, and it ended up being very helpful.
Wild stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it was actually very helpful. I feel like it dealt pretty decent damage to elementals.
So that place, while you were kind of gone, was actually the place that you kind of wanted to see. Apuk, and you have, as you guys have gotten back out on the road, it's been calm and gentle. Now that you each have a camel, well, I think you didn't you end up giving them the one, right? Because you didn't go back on your deal. So Melian, I think, or somebody doesn't have a camel. Maybe a couple of you are sharing. I mean, some of you are not very big to begin with, so that definitely helps when you're sharing camels. But you've gotten back on the road, and it's been pretty safe and sound. But Epuk, you would have known that this place, this was the place that was calling out to you, and pretty much for the same reason that it was calling out to Ramiel. So Ramiel was here to find his true potential, and you have had some communion with your patron, and you now see your true calling as well. So you have had perhaps a dream, perhaps something that came to you in meditation, a vision of a future reality that you can help bring to bear, which is to unite all 3 of the Sorcerer Kings or their realms. And you think that you can achieve this, but there's something telling you that Ramiel is a big piece of this. And Ramiel finding this pearl here in the Shrine of the Four Winds was also a part of that. So your patron is now charging you with protecting Ramiel so that your patron can fulfill his goals and then you can also fulfill yours.
Ramiel holds the pearl.
Yep.
And I must protect Ramiel
Yep.
per my patron's desires,
That's right.
so that I may become all powerful.
That's right.
Copy.
And other than that, you guys are exiting the Shrine of the Four Winds and getting back on the road. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Ramiel is mysteriously missing, but I don't think a lot is known about the pearl other than its mystery is only exceeded by its power. If anyone had anything you want to do before you get back on the road, now is the time.
Did we? I don't know. Do the Thicreen seem friendly enough that we'd want to, spend a day here, talk,
I mean,
be present in the moment?
I think they were, but I don't know now. There was a pretty good amount of tension as we were exiting.
I don't trust them around the camels.
Why? Because we're bugs?
I mean that, and not just because of the bug thing, which I know a very nice bug that I have become friends with. But no, just trying to like jack an extra camel kind of doesn't really sit well with me.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of crappy, but remember, time is kind of weird for us. So, half day, maybe they were confused.
Even more reason why we shouldn't overextend our welcome.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Can I have a moment with their leader, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like I can't saunter. I don't think that's something a bug can do, but I will meander my way over towards him.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember your name, but you said something, sir, about me being a bit different. I was hoping maybe you could elaborate.
Oh, yes. I see something has changed in you since wherever it is that you came from to get here. I see you seek your potential, and I believe you have found it. You truly possess the greatest powers of the Thrycreen, don't you? And you can see he's trying in vain to use psionics, but he's failing. He's moving his hand around trying to manifest something or move something with telekinesis, and nothing's happening.
Yes. Well, I'm not that talented, but I did have something kind of crazy happen the other day. We were in a fight and, new daggers and whatnot. I kind of mistakenly reached for one that wasn't actually there and, manifested something. I'm not real sure how I did it yet. I'm hoping to figure it out, but yeah, I think maybe the only true thing I've been good at is at least the telepathic part of our nature.
Yes, that is our natural ability. I would hope that you're good at that.
Well, yes, but I mean, maybe even better, than normal people, normal us.
Indeed. Indeed.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how this can develop. Um, I see you're not quite capable of it, so I guess you have no advice that you can give me.
He says, "No, we do not have advice, but the power is very familiar in our tribe, and I see you bear the mark of the Great Mother." And he looks at, um, like your carapace, and there's a strange marking on it that you probably never thought twice of. But maybe it's something that in their like very deep desert tribal traditional sense is actually auspicious to them.
Hmm. The Great Mother, you said. Um, I am not familiar with her.
Yes, the great mother of the Thri-Kreen. I'm afraid in some tribes her memory has been forgotten, but not out here.
Yeah, I will admit the tribe I came from was not very religious and honestly was more involved with the monstrous tendencies.
Yeah, you're from the north, aren't you? I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they've gone away from the historical nature of our people.
That very well could be. But I think you have a bright future ahead of you if you continue down your path.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. I got you a little scorpion meat from some fights that we had, so I just want to, leave this for you. Share in my victory.
Thank you, Melion. And you didn't happen to deface the shrine down there, did you?
No, I didn't deface it in any way, shape, or form. And my friends, I don't believe did. I was keeping an eye on them, the their kind, soft skins. But no, I mean, I think they were quite. They were as respectful as they can be.
Interesting.
Nothing was purposely defaced. Now the scorpions, they were wreaking havoc down there. So it's probably a good thing we dealt with them.
Interesting. Okay. Well, he is, I guess, just about to go on his way then, with the one camel that you guys provided them.
Yes, enjoy your meal.
Yes, we will. And we will be seeing you perhaps another time. And then you guys kind of get back on the road, or the path, on along these winding desert dunes. I'm gonna throw up the camping scene.
My favorite scene.
um, wow, that's a lot of camels. And then you guys are just taking it easy, and you're starting to get the sense that the way back is not going to be as arduous as the way there. You guys are different than the way here. You're definitely more seasoned desert travelers, and it's not going to be as much of an issue for you. And you're just
I do have a question.
Okay.
A poke, maybe everybody. Do you think, we're supposed to be making a map of the return path so that we can help, I guess, people of the cloth, Denari? Do you think we should not direct them through the Temple of the Four Seasons or whatever?
Yeah, we should probably keep other pilgrims away from them.
Yeah, why put them through unnecessary complications?
Exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to see if anyone had any particular opinion. If we,
I completely agree. Keep them away.
okay, I will not record that area in our map.
Or maybe like a do not go area, avoid at all costs.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that'll tempt people to go that way.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's better to keep them ignorant.
Over, not through.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, you're traveling back for a number of days. I believe it only takes 22 days to get back, but I'll, Dan, for the calendar, I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
And you're basically traveling east, and the sun is constantly rising and setting around you as you go up and down the desert dunes and across some canyons and crevices of the desert. And before long, you have arrived back in Vishnahanthenossenon, back in civilization. And
Before we do, I know I'm talking a lot, but I think Melion would maybe try and one of the nights we're traveling, sit down with Surgar and kick up some chat and talk. Specifically, maybe, you know, had Surgar mentioned at all that he was a mercenary?
I don't know if it was explicitly mentioned, but I'm sure there were references here and there.
Yeah. So I just, I'm thinking, we're all pretty capable fighters. I mean, I don't know what difficulties you had that's led you to, work on your own or in this group. But, what do you make of this ragtag group?
Well, I've fought a few battles in my day, and to be honest, when I started, I wasn't quite sure this would all work out, but I've been pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
We seem to have a lot of gifted individuals.
Yeah. I think, I was surprised too. A lot of times I was like, all right, maybe I should just, run off and survive because it wasn't looking good. But, we pulled through, surprisingly. But I think you're right. I mean, it seems like everybody's got a good capabilities. It'd
How-
be interesting to see if, when we get back, if we decide we want to do anything else.
Yeah, I of course am happy to continue to work with people as needed. I'm more just here for my own journey more than anything else. So if we happen to have an opportunity to work together again, I would be very happy to do that.
Cool.
How old
Yeah.
are you again?
How old?
Yes.
Just time so hard to keep track of, and I spent a lot of time, just traveling the desert when I left my tribe. My best guess, probably 6.
6 years.
Yeah, 6. Full season cycles.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not too long, but I think I'm on the right path to at least outlive my grandfather. He was only, I think, 8 when he passed away. You know, big creatures in the desert sometimes would assault the tribe, and by then he was a little decrepit and struggled to, take the offense.
Well, you're doing great. He maybe pats you on the closest thing that you have to a shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, I was just, you seemed like you were pretty experienced, and you always seem to be able to place yourself well within the group. So I figured maybe you had some good experience to really put a finger on our teamwork. I mean, it definitely could use some work. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. It seemed like it's been kind of fun traveling with everybody.
Yes, certainly. A ragtag group of individuals, as you said, uh, can sometimes make some of the best teams when everyone is honest about uh, their goals and priorities. It makes interacting with people and fighting with them so much easier than fighting with those who are maybe fighting with secondary intentions.
Yes, yeah. Being cryptic is always kind of hard, but eh, hopefully we get the opportunity to work together again.
Yes, certainly.
Well, good night.
Kaizen's been having some fun and strange dreams as you guys are getting closer and closer back to Vishnahanthenossenon. You know, you're still processing all those things that the Oracle told you, um, and figuring all that out. Um, I'm sure some of you are anticipating the reward that you'll finally get when you arrive back with, good news and a message from the Emperor. But the town is on the horizon. You'll probably be there in the next day. And I was wondering, like, Zumlin, what's going on with that wine? Like, say you guys were traveling for 21, 22 days. Is it gone?
Let's take a look here. What was it? Two
Small barrels.
firkins, 200 pounds. It's probably gone, especially with sharing.
All right.
Because that's, if we treat it like, I think the density of beer, that'd be less than 15 gallons per firkin.
Did you keep
It's
the
still
barrels, you think, or?
They're probably on the side of the camel. Can always
Yeah.
trade them off for something.
Maybe somebody wants to use it for cooking or whatnot. Kaizen might know. He's a cook.
Bourbon aging, and
Yeah, but hang on, dude. I gotta make a nice stew with these spices. Waiting for us to get a good catch before that happens.
Hey, we got the extra camels. Maybe
I was thinking the same thing.
You're gonna eat the camels, huh?
we might have good use for these camels
The camels
at
too.
some point for our.
look, we could sell them. We could eat them. Corbin, promised the cook back at the inn 1 camel upon our return.
I'd imagine it's very natural for end-of-life camels to be slaughtered.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, but would you want to eat them when they're feeble or, weak?
Sure, in a stew.
A lot
Oh,
more
yeah,
gamey
yeah.
that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a mutton yeah, versus
Yeah.
lamb.
Right. You can, and we've got techniques for tenderizing it and everything.
I have some of these exotic spices. They might make it taste even better when it's well aged, the meat.
Oh, dry aged camel. Ooh,
Oof.
Oh my
so
gosh.
good.
Everything in the desert is dry aged.
So does anyone have anything else that they need to do before you guys would be like rolling into the town tomorrow?
I'm probably preparing for a less than favorable encounter, just because I know when jobs go wrong, even though it went kind of right for us, but since it didn't go to the T, I'm more or less expecting to get reamed.
Wait, you don't think it went to as expected?
No, well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the outcome that we achieved is necessarily exactly what was desired when we left.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, how would they even know about the interlopers
Well,
potentially?
maybe the you know, the journey wasn't long enough that I guess other what's the word? People who travel for like delivering news and mail and stuff across cities.
Well, they didn't provision you with all the camels to move quickly. You guys got a quick return journey, but you are right. I mean, the journey there definitely took way longer than it would normally take, but
Yeah, I just wonder if maybe the person who originally assigned us this job intended for us to speak with the fake priestess rather than the true priestess.
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, but he said that the emperor was what, his cousin?
yeah.
Um, the family wouldn't. Well, okay, maybe family would do that to each other, but that would be crazy, right?
Either way, I think we should put some extra effort in sussing out the. He's a king, correct? I don't remember exactly what his
The,
Well, they
position.
call him
the
Emperor.
emperor?
Yeah.
It was the emperor that assigned the
Oh
quest.
no,
Oh, well, that
those.
was the satrap.
Yeah, Minman on Gaul.
He's just
His
like
true
the leader
intention.
of the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have anything that they're thinking of?
I also thought that maybe we were being told to go see the false oracle, but with the timeline, like after we rescued them, it seemed like they would have left right before us. So it seemed like the timeline didn't match for that sort of thing
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Uh, yeah. Wait, that is an interesting thing. So what do we know about the timeline for that? Right? They said that they were held captive for 2 or 3 months,
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
and it took us like 70 days to get there, so about 2 or 3 months. So they were captured when we were leaving.
Basically. And I think the wasn't the job board posting, like it wasn't there like right away. Like we weren't like the first one to sign up, or were we?
Kind of.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't.
was
It
gonna
didn't
say
sit
we
around
were
for long.
tested.
Keep in
Yeah,
mind,
we
a
were
month is
tested.
50 days, or yeah, in this
Yeah.
world.
Oh, okay, so they had been held longer than it took us to get there. But it's
Just
been
long enough.
years. Yeah, it'd been years though since anyone had successfully made the journey.
Right. I just think it would be weird for them to like have someone go out there. Like maybe we were the test to like see if it went well. You know, possibly that could be a thing.
Or even just like a cover our bases, like, oh well, I sent someone there.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Well, should we approach this man with caution? Like, should we maybe not have everyone go there in case he tries to imprison us, and then the other group can free them? Or, I mean, it seems like in the eye of the state, we did the right thing, right?
think we should deliver the news of what we did honestly, but with the slow cautionary delivery.
What about the message that was opened that wasn't supposed to be opened, and he's expecting?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, you guys only opened the one that the Oracle was receiving. You haven't opened the one that's going back to the Emperor that the Oracle asked you not to open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think they would expect you to return with the original message.
Right.
Awesome.
Plus, we don't have. We were able to read the original message, right? Yeah.
You did
yeah,
read
we
it,
were.
yeah.
But we didn't take it with us.
No.
Okay, but we do have the false prophet's message, so we can even use that as evidence. You know, we don't know what the new one says, but the false prophet that tried to intercede us, this is what they were trying to convey.
So
What if
the
we deliver?
problem,
Sorry, you
like,
go ahead, Danny.
what if the Emperor was on the false prophet's side, and then like,
What was the false prophet's message back?
It's
Well-
basically to ignore all your concerns. The emperor was stating that there's a great evil coming, and he wants to enact some great weapon, but he's worried about the ramifications. And the false prophet was like, don't worry about it. Your worries are misgiven. There's nothing to be afraid of. Do not enact the great weapon or whatever. So, you know, maybe false prophet is a part of this great danger that's approaching.
What if
what
we deliver
about
the false message first and see how the prophet or how the regional lord reacts?
Well, it's not really him that is
Getting it.
trying to receive it. Yeah, it's the Emperor.
Yeah, I
So you
don't
probably
think he
wouldn't even
did.
unfurl it for him,
Okay.
presumably.
We could ask to deliver it ourselves to the emperor if we don't trust that it will make the journey to the emperor itself. There is the mystery man Oberon.
Yeah.
You know, the something about that rubs me the wrong way. You know, they had more people that they sent away, so you know they're probably acting on whatever bad stuff they're doing. So they might know about the fall of their friend, and now they're going to try interceding us or stopping us from delivering the true thing. So
Yeah.
maybe we should deliver to the emperor ourselves.
I just don't understand like his timeline either. Like, because nobody had been out there for years, and all of a sudden this guy Oberon not only made it out there but left.
Yeah. Well, if he's not, I mean, if I was part of a secret organization, I probably wouldn't tell people that I made the journey and was successful, or that I imprisoned the Oracle and replaced her. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Nobody would know.
Yeah, if it's some plan, obviously, it very well orchestrated and very premeditated.
I think the Emperor's reaction is going to have a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and Sorgar, I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, the higher up in the chain we go, the better reward we might get, right?
Well, yes, but also the higher the danger. The people up top get pretty cutthroat sometimes, especially with regards to larger political matters such as this. I'm all in favor of seeking the better reward, but we must do so carefully. Not get on someone's bad side. honestly, the political sphere is not one I truly wish to enter again, but I would do so if it was for the greater good.
What are Zumlin and Coach thinking? How does this strike you?
I mean, political intrigue and reward is a bit over my pay grade on this matter. I, I was mostly here just to to see who got back alive. So, I mean, if we're looking to, so I mean, I guess I'm confused then. So, are you saying that if we, very good, if we go and try and get to the bottom of what's going on, we might end up causing a bigger issue for ourselves?
I think that's what Suergar's implying.
I think it's possible.
But don't we have to? I mean, based on what the Oracle said, like it seems like, and what we read that the false Oracle said and what the Emperor said, like some stuff's going down, and we might be the only ones that can stop it.
I don't know, Kaizen. What did the Oracle say to you and Denari when you were alone with her?
Well, she told me something rather interesting. She told Denari, I guess, what you would expect that she would say to Denari. She's very, I mean, she can explain it as well, but for me, I'm more of a, I guess maybe it's not a surprise to anyone here at this point, a false prophet in a sense. But, she described me as a nightmare in a religion of dreams. And so I've had various visions in my sleep of, various embodiments of cosmic forces. I have felt like the moon at times. So it feels like we might have a greater purpose here, or at least it feels like I might have a greater purpose here. And so I definitely want to see the Emperor and maybe try to get to the bottom of this.
I'd say I agree with seeing the Emperor, and getting paid. Because I'm gonna trust the Oracle for. I don't know if she reached out to anybody else. What she told me was something that shouldn't have been known completely, or at least from my past. So, if Denari and Kaizen have worries of how to approach this, I'm going to trust their judgment on it.
Yeah, she told me to trust my instincts. My instincts are telling me that Satrap is probably not a bad guy, but I don't know that this feels a little above his pay grade. And I worry that Oberon, whoever this person is, may already know that the false oracle has been dealt with and will try and stop the Emperor from hearing the true oracle's words. So whether or not we can stop that, I don't know, but the common soldiers and whatnot couldn't make it to the oracle. That's why we had to be hired. They needed more capable people, so I'm not sure that they could stop Oberon if they needed to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if we go in and hand deliver the message, it's not like it's gonna be the first time we were ambushed in this journey.
True, but I also don't really want to become enemies of the Empire.
If we want to figure out what's going on, I mean, I assume we still have the old message from the other, like the false oracle. We could maybe like either present both of them to the emperor and explain what happened, or just give him the false oracle's message and see what his reaction is.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, dog.
I worry a little about just confusing the man. I don't know how intelligent he is. You know, you give him two messages, he maybe mixes them up.
The Emperor.
Yeah.
Well,
you
and
know.
I would say that if Denari knew it should be on a Veil Shade Leaf, and he's gotten prophecies from the Oracle before, he's going to immediately recognize that that's not on the correct parchment.
Yeah, I don't know how many he's gotten, but yeah, I mean that's a good point. Maybe I mean he should probably, if he had some process to tell him to ask the Oracle these questions, he should also have something to tell him what kind of format it should come back in. So yeah, you're probably right.
He's not a stupid person because he like
I know he hired us.
Well, his
well,
cousin did.
he tasked it with Minman on Gaul, but he wrote the original message in like the poetry, and not a lot of people in these parts would really go to that length. Like he's definitely well educated, and some people do fear him, and I think Surigard kind of alluded to that. But like Farron would probably know the most about him, and he's an elf who has been the emperor for somewhat of a longer time compared to past emperors, and his name is Vashradar III, and the rule that he's had has generally been peaceful, which a lot of people consider to be a success. Whether that's through intimidation or ruthless means, you probably wouldn't know, but definitely not a stupid guy. So with all these things weighing on your mind, it sounds like you guys are going to be approaching the town the next day. Is that right, or did you have anything else to deliberate?
What about you, Corbin? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I think we should. I don't think we should give the message to the guy we got it from. We should try and deliver it directly to the Emperor. You know, we can say that the Oracle told us it needs to get where it needs to go.
You're saying don't give it to the governor and give it to the emperor directly?
I would say that we were told that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of all the shenanigans and...
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think, you know, the Oracle has a lot of sway if we say that she wanted us to deliver it.
You know, we don't have to kind of say anything. You know, we don't have to tell them, like, oh, we saved the Oracle. Like, that can just... you know, we don't have to tell him that. I don't think he really knows much about what's going on.
But that would help, wouldn't it? If he has misgivings about our truthfulness, you know, playing the hero, I suppose, might sound strange, but it may have a little bit of good weight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Coach, you know a lot about heroes.
Yeah. Yep. And learning more.
How have you been reading those books, or are you not much of a reader?
Well, we haven't had a whole lot of time yet.
In 22 days.
Yeah, I mean, during that time, I've probably thumbed through it. I've read up on it. I'm not a huge reader. I found that someone had like dog-eared a page and kind of like started there.
Okay. I see.
But I've been like perusing it a little bit just because I was told like, yeah, these might be good. And so it's like, okay. And depending on the content, you know, I would probably give more interest
Yeah,
to
some
it.
of it's pretty dry because some of it's like very almost procedural because like it is oftentimes a very good account of like the training regimens of past heroes and the things that maybe the people who trained them put them through.
But that part super honed up on, like took my own notes in, like, oh, okay, yep, yeah, 400 push-ups, everything else, and then it's like, yeah, so then the diet, I'm like, no, next page, okay, so 900 push-ups. Okay.
Yeah, like as a satyr, you're not really one to have a strict diet, right?
Nah.
Yeah. It's all fair game all the time.
I eat pretty green as it is.
If you had a hero that you were training, would you hold them to a strict diet even if you weren't doing it yourself?
No, it'd be like high protein, like yeah, it'd be a air quotes strict diet,
I
but
see.
like I'm more of the like yeah, let's push it kind of thing, and I gotta learn on that whole like, oh yeah, fueling up after, like I'm the yeah, just crack some more eggs and gulp it down. I saw,
Yeah.
so we'll work on it.
Well, um, as you guys are waking up to travel the rest of the day there, you notice the rising sun as it crests the Himalaya Mountains in the north. It's partially eclipsing the moon. The moons are partially eclipsing it, just very ever so slightly. Two of them, so the double eclipse, and it's that strange stuff happening again with the moons as you guys are about to do something perhaps consequential, and I guess you're rolling into town all on your own camels, um, coming in the same way that you left.
Yeah, should we determine how many of these we're going to sell and keep and eat and all that?
Somebody
I would say let each person decide what they do with their own camel.
How many we're gonna eat? What?
It's a delicacy.
knows.
That's what the cook told us at the inn. Right, Corbin?
He did. Yeah, it's his favorite. Well, if I still have mine, I'll give him mine. So
I also need to roll my thing before I forget.
Okay. Good call.
I think it's just exclamation R space D20.
Yep.
That's solid.
Yep.
Right in the middle.
Oh, that's great. If you want to toll the dead, well, you hit.
Can't guarantee a fail. Can't guarantee a pass. All right. So, like I said, you guys are coming in the way you left, and something you immediately notice, and Suragar is probably way more in tune with this, but you see some people who look like mercenaries giving you the side eye as you're walking into town from, maybe a couple buildings over, a little bit farther down. They're giving you not the friendliest of looks.
Do I know their company and or reputation based on the company?
Maybe not from this far away, but you definitely could figure it out if you got closer and kind of investigated a little bit more.
How many are there?
Probably you noticed 3 different people. A pair a pair of them on your right, a couple buildings over, and one kind of on your left through an alleyway.
The alleyway is interesting. This is well into the city or right on the outskirts?
Right on the
still?
outside.
I ask the party to stop for a second. I say, hold up. Something might be wrong.
All right, everyone probably stops up their camels.
Let's see. I go over to, let's see, who's the other most charismatic person in our group? Coach? Probably Coach. Go over to Coach and I say, Coach, can you come with me for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
And then I go over to the pair and I say, hello. We just got back into town. I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Suragar. This is Coach. Our party's back here. Has something happened in the town? And I just try to play like not unaware, so to speak.
They're so these guys are real hard asses, and they don't seem like they really want to have a chat. And when you approach them, they're just kind of scoffing, and they're like, "We know who you are. We're not interested in talking." And he just spits on the ground and starts to walk away.
Oh,
And you'd probably know like his mercenary company. It's called the Argent Flail.
okay.
And their main like objective is to just basically be everywhere.
Just expand as much as possible.
Yeah, and get in on like every job, and like the people who are like the higher ups are always getting a little bit of a cut. They call themselves dervishes. That's
Sounds
what-
like gang activity.
Yeah, a little bit like the mafia is what I was thinking.
well, not
They're
really
wearing colours.
secretive.
Sorry.
Chris is just gonna like look over at him. What do you do to piss them off?
I don't know. I was hoping you would sweet talk them. Have they fully walked away?
Mm-hmm.
How about the one that's still in the alley?
He's gone when you turn around.
Behind furtively.
When you turn around to see him, he's gone.
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It seemed like there wasn't gonna be a whole lot getting out of them. They didn't seem like I could have even tried to kiss their ass enough to talk.
yeah, that was strange.
I mean, that's what did you think something was going on or something? You
I don't know.
Kind of know them.
They're familiar to me. Let's proceed with even more caution.
Right. More caution.
Sirigar probably sounds like he's crazy at this point. He's like, guys, everyone's against us.
I trust you. Okay, so for future reference, does anyone of us know how to like detect thoughts or read minds or anything casually?
Not casually. I can talk to you in your head, but
Uh-huh.
I play mind games with people.
Okay.
yeah, I just I can't get in there without your permission,
Mm.
and I really can't see anything. It's just
Are you
communication.
sure you're not a vampire?
Me? No, not even sure what a vampire is.
I'm just teasing. Okay. We'll just have to keep our eyes out and be aware.
These people weren't here when we left. There's definitely new activity in town.
Well,
Yeah.
thankfully, I'm very perceptive.
Yeah, I'm also perceptive, so I would like to keep an
And,
eye out for anyone on rooftops or alleyways that might be following us.
Okay.
As we
I am
proceed.
also perceptive, so me too.
we're very perceptive around here.
So when you arrive though into the town, I mean you've just gotten here and you're kind of already starting to notice maybe things seem off, but at the same time people immediately kind of recognize you. I mean it's been a little while, but some of you were around town a little bit longer than others, and like the townsfolk are obviously a little bit invested in your journey and like being so like special or important and like actually completing your journey to the oracle for once. And so people start to notice you, and like some crowds start to gather, and people are like kind of whispering, and it seems like a hushed like excitement to talk about the fact that you're back. um
I
so
wave to the plebeians.
what?
I wave to the plebeians.
um yeah, it's not long before crowds start to like actually gather, um, and people kind of start to cheer for you.
Well, this feels good.
And
Heroes
no armored individuals in the crowd.
No, yeah, you're not really noticing that. It seems like a lot of common people and people who are like generally like worshippers. I think I mentioned maybe just on the wiki, but there's a shrine to a god called Osant Rist, who is the god of like traveling and risky journeys. And there aren't that many shrines to this god, but there is one here in Vishnahanthenossenon. And so like people would be pretty invested, in your return and like thinking about that. So, those people would definitely be cheering the fact that you made the journey and lived to tell about it. So it's kind of starting to be a big deal, and it's pretty soon. It won't be long before the whole town kind of knows that you're back and that you've probably succeeded.
In our heads, I ask, who has the real message and who has the fake one?
I think
Denari.
Denari has the real one at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, didn't
Well,
Epic have the other one?
maybe you've taken down a copy of it, but you gave you gave that back to the Oracle. That message I remember, but she asked to keep it for her records.
The fake one?
Well, the original prompt, I should say.
Yeah. We gave the prompt back. I mean, the
okay.
false message we have as well. I guess Apuk. I feel like you were the last one I remember.
I think you're right.
It's a good point, though. We should be walking in a formation where the message carrier is on the inside of this crowd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So that any pickpockets can't get access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a tight formation.
It's like, Surugar is a member of the Secret Service, and he's trying to protect the football.
Yep. And I'm the communications guy.
So where are you guys trying to get to? Are you trying to go straight to the governor?
Well, they probably need to drop off the camels, and can't just walk all the way through town. With
Yeah,
all
the
these
Joe in
camels, right?
tow. You might need to part with them because at the stables.
Gotta return those two. Could sell the others.
Yeah.
I'll probably keep mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by all means. I gave mine to my brethrens.
So where was it that you guys wanted to head?
Probably back to the inn so we can drop the camels off at a stable.
Okay.
The stable's at the gate, actually. So
Oh, was it? So,
yeah. So we
it's been
probably
so
have-
long, I don't remember where anything is anymore.
Yeah, I assume we probably did that right away, and so we are probably just on foot. So yeah, do we want to go to the inn and get a room first, or should we
I
immediately just go straight to?
I think it would be considered disrespectful if we didn't immediately seek an audience on return.
Might look bad too if we give them all this great horrible news and we took our good old time getting it to them.
Exactly.
We should go there first.
A professional would.
So the bar.
The bar.
That's for after. That's for when we get paid.
Like Zumlin and Coach Coy maybe want to go more toward the bar, the tavern.
No. A hero follows through. And the bar.
I remember when Farron was telling you guys, this might be your last taste of civilization for a while, and everyone was getting dehydrated, but here you are again with another chance to dehydrate yourselves. The taste of civilization. Free-flowing ale and mead. But you're going to head straight for the governor's manor, right?
Sounds like
drink.
it.
Then
Alright.
drinks, then
Polite
room.
thing to do.
Business then fun.
What did you say? What did you say, Rusty?
Oh, just business and then fun.
Yep. So the governor's manor is a dark building. I remember mentioning, it's like obsidian and gold, with some regular features that are like made of like mud and stucco and things like that you'd be used to seeing around the area. And so you're heading to the manor, and there's some guards there that probably weren't there before. It seems to be more closely guarded for sure. Well, there's just two guards really that are there, and they kind of stop you. They have halberds. They make an X, and they're like, "Stop! State your business before governor's insane."
You said the governor's insane?
No, governor's insane.
I'm still hearing the same thing. Am I insane?
The governor, his honor, Zin Sayan.
Oh, his honor.
Wait, I thought the governor was what was the governor's name? It's hard one to pronounce. You're saying the name of the governor is insane.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any business here, right, guys? We were just new to town. I'm not saying this to them. I'm just saying this to like our guys, to like Surgar.
Yeah. And for the record, not talking. Zensane is not the guy who assigned us the job.
That's right.
No,
It's
no.
it's Zixane. It's spelled like this. Very common name in KH Ra. But that's who they're saying.
Yeah.
So we're saying this is Governor Bob.
Governor Smith.
Yeah, we were just passing by. By the way, what happened to the last governor?
Where have you been? The governor was what's the word? Reassigned by the emperor.
Well, he told us that
Hmm.
we needed to report to him. So where can we find him?
So you're what was that again?
I just said, oh, well, he just told us that we needed to go see him. So where's he located now?
I believe he is back in Tenuous with the emperor.
Very well. Fun, good day.
Okay. So you guys do an immediate about face, and people are still
I mean-
following you and pretty pumped about your return.
We
What?
can all speak telepathically to each other, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
through
I mean,
Meleon.
You're
I
right.
will
Well, you have
relay it
telepathy
all.
too, I believe. So, right?
Kind of.
It's just not as far of a range or something.
Yeah, like up to like 4 people in like a 12-foot range, I think. Right, Corbin?
I think it's like a one-time daily use
Okay,
for like
Okay.
an hour, so it's not as
I
passive
see.
as
I see. Oh, that's right.
Melian,
That's
do we
right.
know where this is? Like where this place is?
Oh, this is the capital. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have a general idea. If we were going to go see the emperor, this would be the way we'd have to go, anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
But reassigned. That seems very strange. Feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but the emperor's cousin, this guy whose name I can't pronounce, he was like he started this. This is a settlement. It's not even really a town. It's a developing settlement in an attempt to, conquer the desert lands out this way and develop it. It seems strange to just, pull them back or.
Something happened while we were gone, and I'm wondering if we go to the inn and kind of talk to the people, maybe get some information on what happened while we were gone.
Yeah. I mean,
Or is the
according to-
journey to the capital?
What?
How far is the journey to the capital?
Pretty far. Not definitely not. No, it's not a 70-day thing, and there are methods of going up the river because you can get to the river, Maudet, and then go up. But the problem is you're going against the current, so that takes a little bit longer.
You sure it's not down by the river?
I'm nervous about frequenting any locations where we might be sitting for a while. I'm getting a bad feeling about the change in political nature of the town.
I mean,
The
the whole
timing might be weird if we
atmosphere.
start asking questions too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who's the most unassuming of us?
Oh, definitely me, right?
Let's hear it. We got a bug, a rabbit with horns, a talking goat, a giant lion,
I would say
a
probably
giant
Kaizen,
owl,
right?
Probably Kaizen.
an egotist, a
Maybe we let Kaizen go in solo. And we can watch, control the nearby area in the meantime.
Yeah,
Of the end.
Karen's probably pretty
Yeah.
unassuming as well, right? And we know that she's, the strongest of us.
It's true.
Could be a two-person operation here.
Okay.
Yeah, but what about the talker? That's what I'm worried about.
well, who are we talking about sending in?
Sending in who
Kaizen?
and into where? Yeah.
Okay. We're Kaizen and Dinar, you said?
I was thinking Farron, but also Denari. I mean, Denari's also, but she's the package. We gotta keep Denari.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
She has the Veilshade Leaf prophecy.
Yeah,
And
I thought you were just saying she was valuable to the team.
I mean, we're all valuable, just to
Oh,
different
shoot.
degrees.
Yeah,
Well, I am a gem.
Kaizen, you've been improving. You were doing so well most of the time in that last fight.
Thank you.
most of the time.
I'm not well suited at fighting in the air. So
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean, it
doing
was
my
very
best.
weird. Yeah, it was very weird. I agree. It was hard too. Just be more confident. When you're going to go make those strikes, don't think about, how many times you've missed in the past. Just think about what it feels like when you strike your enemy.
It's true. It's good advice.
So Kaizen's gonna go into the tavern with someone else looking for clues. And you guys are gonna wait outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay connected to them. Maybe we'll be in the alleyway so that we can communicate if anything happens in there or anything happens out here.
I was sort of thinking about just like literally posting up right outside.
Oh, like just blocking the doors.
Yeah. Let people try to approach.
Oh, maybe we can, act like we're talking to these people who are excited about our journey. We can share some stories.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they're forming and amassing in a tidal wave behind you, pretty much. So it's gonna be hard for you guys to like fend them off when they're like actually like rushing toward the tavern with you.
Fend who off?
Just the people that want to celebrate your return.
Oh, that's fine. Let them. The more people in the way, the harder it is for would-be attackers.
Really?
We just gotta make sure we keep the package secured.
Yeah.
Is this the same tavern that we?
Yeah, probably.
Promised the barkeep that.
Yeah.
I'll go in too, just so that way I can make sure, like, see if the cook is there to let him know that he can have my camel. Maybe he'll know. Maybe he'll know something, and be chummy since I followed through.
Yeah. So,
sorry, really quick, just so the governor who like gave us just so I'm following, gave us like the mission was like reassigned.
Yep.
Like that. Okay.
Back home.
Okay. Gotcha.
His name is Minmanon Gall.
Okay.
Yep.
And Zinsane who's now the governor, which is he's the new satrap, which we're just trying to, I guess, verify that he's all the up and up.
You guys heard that name, not what you expected, and immediately turned around from the governor's house.
I feel like you'll set up this really big important mission. You're not getting reassigned until it's over.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should help with the masses of people since you are a bard, and you could put on a performance for them to maybe keep them entertained for a minute while we take care of business.
Bard, not much of a bard, but I'm pretty good with that. So I can try and like, I don't know. Here, I mean, I got this drum. We can, I can get him like chanting or something.
Maybe you give them the replay, right? Like we're watching the video and
play the fight song.
People friendly replay.
Right. Just
right.
A recap of the adventure.
Like the crazy sand monsters.
Oh yeah, definitely tell them about that. And we'll have some more people blocking the door, and maybe because it'll be less crazy inside. Maybe with Denari, we take like a corner booth.
Yeah, I'm not very inconspicuous at all, but I will try to find somewhere quiet to tuck myself next to a wall with my back to it.
I'll use my cloak to kind of hush her into the building.
Mm.
Stealthily.
Okay. Before, I guess Kaizen goes in for his portion. I would like to walk up to him, real quick.
Up to Kaizen.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just be like, "Hey, Kaizen, real quick, before you go in there, listen, bud, you're gonna do great. Just focus on up. Come on, you're charming. You're charismatic. People like you. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna be able to do anything that you need to while you're in there. You got this, bud. All right."
Of
And
course, I'm charismatic, Coach.
and I'm like, "Yeah, that's a spirit." And I like grab his shoulders real quick, and I cast enhance ability on him,
Oh,
and give him the
Eagle Splendor?
Yep, Eagle Splendor.
yeah.
So he has advantage on charisma checks.
Okay. So you're rolling on into the tavern. As you walk in, it seems word has got out. People immediately raise their mugs and they're like, "Hey!" And people are very excited to see you when they pull up a chair for you, cousin, and hand you a mug of beer on the house.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, and then I like to kind of raise it up in the air and take just a small sip. 'Cause I don't really drink.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, did someone else walk in with me? Corbin, you did, or
I was also gonna walk in. I'll start by like helping Melion kind of flank Denari, but I'm also like on deck to assist if you guys need any help. I'll be like the
You're like a bouncer almost.
right, exactly. I'm looking real mean mugging right now. So you just
Yes.
need me. All you got to do is give me the sign, Kaizen, and I will be right up there with you. I'm surveying the scene.
And Denari's hiding with Melion. I heard her say back against the wall. All right. Um, you guys have been a little bit more vigilant, and you do see like shadows moving on the edges of the jubilant townspeople. It's probably those jealous mercenaries. But basically, Kaizen, they're like asking you. There's just like a crowd of people. I mean, you remember when you guys were going to leave here, and they were like the teenagers asking you, like, "Holy crap, you're going out into the desert." You know, you talked to the barbarian, and he kind of got you on your way. Told you some things that were actually true about what to expect. But now it's like just a ton of people, teenagers, people of all ages, crowding around you, asking you about the journey and asking you to recount the legend of your travels, Kaizen. And they're kind of insistent on getting some words from all of the people of the fellowship, right? Like they want all the perspectives and they want to know all the things.
so are we just like standing in like the tavern, like, or are
You're at
we
like a
seated?
big table that they've pulled up a chair for you.
Okay. Yes, it was a long and difficult journey, but I grew up kind of in the outskirts of the desert, so I kind of knew what I was doing, and you know, really, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But it ended up being a little more trouble than I thought. But we made it through all right. So I just glad to be home and here with all of you. I wasn't really one for socializing before, but maybe now I will try to relax and have a good time. And then Corbin, did you want to say anything, or I don't know if
I'm really focused on trying to find the barkeep. So
Yeah.
I don't say anything to the random
Alright.
people trying to talk to me.
Yeah, you just blow right past him, and pretty easily you're able to get up to the barkeeper and like try to chat him up. And he looks at you like um he he looks at you like when you're trying to remember, someone's face. And you can't quite remember where you saw them.
I'd like, hey, do you remember me? You told me about how much you love cooking camels when we were going on our journey to the Oracle.
Oh, yes, I think I do remember you. The cook, right?
Yeah, I love cooking. I was very happy to hear that your favorite dish from, that you love to make at home.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. We will make that dish, actually. Did you say you brought a camel?
I did. I held up my end of the bargain. Thank you for the extra rations. It helped us on our journey.
That's incredible. I mean, you didn't leave with very many. We gave you what we could, but it's incredible that you guys made it. That is truly a heroic journey.
Yeah, we had a lot of help along the way.
Well, I'll prepare this stew. It'll take me probably 2 days, and I would love to share it with you and your companions.
I'd say, most people in the party will probably happily oblige. and I ask him, there were some kind of weird people like looking at us when we walked in. Has there anything weird happened in the town lately since we've been gone? Any big news?
Well, the governor did have to leave, and he was replaced by Zixane. It's not
Is it
been that
unusual?
bad, but definitely different. I mean, he didn't leave under bad circumstances. It's just the emperor kind of needed to talk to him, I guess, and I think it's a temporary thing, but you know, um,
Hmm.
nothing too crazy.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
it
that's
seems
pretty.
like run of the mill.
Yeah. I mean, you said that there are people been following you and things. I think that some of the mercenary companies are a little jaded that you guys were able to get the contract here because it's quite a reward, actually. That that Minmanon left for those who will be returning. So I think that might explain it.
Okay. So you think we should talk to the new governor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hmm.
So people are now crowding in on. If you guys had a booth in there trying to keep hidden, that's probably going to the wayside soon because people are crushing in on you a little bit, asking for favors and not favors, but for stories and
Isn't
other
Coach
things.
keeping some of them entertained outside?
Yeah.
Some, but
These are the inside ones.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were flanked.
Melian, we have to figure something out soon with Farron.
Are these people the shadows on the edge of the crowd? Are they approaching or are they keeping
no,
their
that's
distance?
just very subtle, and now it's gone. It seems like.
Yeah.
So what moves are you guys making, if any?
Well, if there's a
Kind of.
reward here to be collected.
Yeah, that
Well,
puts us in a little bit of a pickle.
I
yeah,
don't want to be around all these people at all. It's not a good idea.
I'll let Melion know, like, kind of what the barkeep told me about how it seemed pretty normal for the satrap to, leave. It all seems pretty by the book, and maybe we should think about going back to the house we left.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. We could just be blowing this all out of proportions. But we've been right, historically.
Denari has.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
never trust mobs of people ever.
Yeah. So, Farron, can you see if we can get a room? Maybe I'll try and tell the crowd that some of us are exhausted from our travels, and maybe tomorrow we can celebrate and tell stories.
Yeah, I'm definitely like directly on the other side of Denari at this point. But do we want like Corbin and Kaizen to come over as well before we try to leave to make a little bit more of like a barrier between Denari and the like kind of crushing crowd?
Mm. Yeah, maybe I can convey that. How's it going on out there, Sergar?
Good. I can try to convince the people out here to disperse somewhat.
Okay.
Maybe we give them some grand stories and boisterously, and then we tell them, let us rest, and maybe we'll share
Maybe,
more tonight or something.
yeah, maybe as Coach wraps up, I say, and with that, we must bid you all adieu. We are quite tired, and we would appreciate some rest. Surely the heroes of the journey deserve a good night's sleep.
Maybe one of us could
And
talk to the innkeeper again and see if we could get a hero's free night stay.
Yeah, he'd be happy to let you guys stay there for free. And
Oh, that's so nice of him.
yeah, he'll let you guys get a full suite of rooms all connected for yourselves, and you'll be staying indoors for the first time in a long time, except for when you were at the Oracle. And with all the amenities that civilization has to offer. And I think someone mentioned that. I think someone mentioned. Like saying that you would reconvene tomorrow, and basically he's helping you guys tell the excited people that like there will be a proper celebration tomorrow, and like just like go home and hang out, and then tomorrow there'll be like a big celebration that's like mustered by like all the with all the like pomp and circumstance that like Jreda, the god of celebrations, can muster, and he's helping you guys get that word out so that you can kind of have a rest and think about stuff. So it's getting to be like sunset at this time. And are you guys trying to go back to like the governor's manor or anything?
Well, yeah, we should probably figure that out, right?
I don't think all of us need to go necessarily.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we could.
It feels
We all
less
need to go?
important now. We had an obligation to deliver to the former governor, or former satrap, but we have no obligation to this in Zixane.
But if it's for the empire as a whole, it should still hold ground. What is the safest bet? That's what I'm worried about. It just seems very inconvenient for something like this to have changed during our journey. You mentioned Denari, just maybe a small group of us goes.
To see what he has to say, maybe. Like if he has a reward he could bestow upon a couple of people.
We
Not
definitely need
maybe
to.
like the reward, but like a recognition.
Well, Surugar is starting to put a little bit of this together, and I assume you guys are like conversing in your new private quarters for the night, and like Surugar, the reward is kind of the problem with these mercenaries, especially with this info that Corbin has received. So it might not be like super safe from a like the mercenary perspective for just a couple people to go. So that's like your mercenarial instinct that kicks in. It's because like
Yeah.
if only a couple people go and receive the reward, like it's kind of something that these mercenaries are pretty upset about that they didn't get a piece of it, and basically that they're not the ones returning from the journey.
Yeah. So
Bigger threat in numbers.
yeah.
Mhm.
I am down to go to the governor tonight if that's what the party wants, but I do think we should stick together either way.
No, you make a good point. Yeah, I mean, splitting up is nice for if the governor, say is evil and arrests, the group that's there, then we have a chance of a rescue team. But if everything's on the up and up and you receive the reward, yeah, I mean, you're a small target for these jaded people. So I guess all or nothing. I'm fine going tonight. Yeah, at least we finally got the townspeople to fucking leave us alone. So many minds just blaring.
Yeah.
I wonder
I
if
don't do well with crowds.
the innkeeper has like a messenger he can spare, and we can send a runner to the governor and see if like he's available.
That could work.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you could do something like that, and if you ask him, he'll say like, yeah, he can send his son to go say that there's people who need to have an audience with the governor.
Yep. You can say that. I guess we could just tell him that we were the ones sent on the Oracle journey by what's his name, Minmanon.
Yeah. Like it would probably fall to this guy now to receive you. Just because Miminon Gall's not there doesn't mean you're still on the Emperor's business, and like he gave you that like certificate that basically protected you from like being taxed for mercenarial like business.
Yeah, we should. If nothing else, we'll learn if this guy's on the up and up or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the barkeeper send a messenger. It's his son, and he's going to tell the governor something that you guys want to talk to him, basically.
Do I have like a couple coppers I can give the kid, or what?
Yeah, you probably do on your character sheet. You can give him however much you want.
Okay.
I've got a good amount of money.
A couple
Nothing crazy, just something to get him excited, Dollar.
coppers for a kid is probably like an insane amount of money, right?
Yeah. Maybe say.
I would say a
him-
silver piece or two would be insane, but
Yeah, tell him he'll get a silver piece if he returns.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he comes back pretty quick, and he says he delivered it to the guards at the front.
And what was the return message?
That they would be happy. He would be happy to see you tonight.
Okay. I say we go.
There we go.
All right, all of you.
Yeah. I'd like to do the same thing as the bar where I post outside and keep an eye out for people who might be closing in on our egress.
So you don't even want to go in at all?
Can I maintain a connection, Meleon?
Probably not.
Oh, in the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, the only restriction for me is distance. So if you go with outside 120, yeah, you're
120 foot radius. That's a very large mansion.
So
mine's only 30 feet, so.
something you're also noticing, Surugar, is you probably can't really hide that scythe. I imagine it's like on your back or something, and
Yeah.
it's drawing a lot of attention as well. Because that is a real relic and symbol of power and the strength of old.
Well, I not that I'm ashamed of it or anything, but I would probably have it wrapped up. I don't know if it would be just that
Yeah,
out and
because
on
you would
display.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
you would know that it would pretty much be received in very extreme ways, pretty much. Not in bad ways necessarily, but
maybe people still recognize the shape, but I would definitely be trying to obscure it
okay,
in town.
that's fine. So you all head to the manor, and Suregard, you want to stay outside with basically with the guards, and everyone else is going in to talk to the new satrap. And it looks pretty much the same in here. I mean, like the um, decor has not been like overly changed or anything, and yeah, you guys are just led up to an audience with him, and
Can I keep
maybe
an eye out for like how many soldiers are in the area and if like any high points or
yeah.
windows? I'm just keeping an eye out.
There's definitely more than before, but you don't feel like there's like too many. It almost seems like a regular amount, and like Minmanon Gal was a little bit lax with his security, so um, this might be a more normal amount. And one thing, when they shut the door, the when they shut the door to the inside, the your telepathic connection with Suregar is actually just severed. You don't know. Maybe it's something that's in the walls, or um, just maybe like an anti magic or some kind of zone or something. But it's not even the distance.
Uh, uh, Sogar? Do you hear me, Sogar? Oh shit, he's dead.
Well,
He's not dead. Don't say that.
I was gonna offer to back Surgar up since I have like heightened perception and like dark vision and stuff, and it's becoming nighttime.
Mm-hmm. That's
And I
fine.
feel like any one person being alone is probably not ideal. So I'm just posted up wherever he told me to post up.
We're sitting there mean mugging together.
Nice.
Just hang out with the front guards.
There we go.
All right.
You're probably right, Denari. I mean, Farron's there. I can't imagine anyone defeating her.
Yeah,
I don't
she-
like that we're
she's real
cut off
strong.
from Suregar and Fearin, though.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like when people mess with my ability to communicate.
It's like is it like the equivalent of like someone cutting off your tongue?
I feel like maybe, yeah, because like Melon probably can't communicate. I mean, he can't communicate with anyone
Yeah,
naturally
you can't.
because the only physical way he can speak is in his native tongue, which is, you know,
Unintelligible.
yeah.
Clicking.
So yeah, clicking and buzzing and whatnot, you know, chirping. So it's like, yeah, completely incapable.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, you guys are walking in, and like like I said, the decor is not much changed. It's still pretty kind of opulent, and it's like the dark like obsidian and gold that was already there. And they lead you to the audience room, and he's just kind of lounging in the chair. I mean, you remember Mimon Gal made you wait a little bit, but he is sitting there ready to receive you and eating like some grapes, which probably came from Galanderon, which is like where all it's like the bread basket and like the big agricultural city where Denari is sort of from. And he says, "Welcome back, heroes. I'm very sorry that you felt some trepidation in seeing me earlier, but here I am now, and I do have the reward that Mr. Gall had promised you."
Coach, do you want to speak? Anybody?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. Yes, we are back. Yeah, sorry, we were just kind of confused by the change of everything around here. But yes. So reward. Is there something official that we have to do with this then?
What was that? Sorry. Is there something what?
Official that we have to do to like say that we did this? Any sort of like
Well,
ceremony?
I suppose I would like to just see the prophecy. I suppose you would want to perhaps deliver it to the Emperor yourself, or we could deliver it for you. But I was just like to verify that you did obtain a prophecy from the Oracle at Semdir.
Yes, we did obtain a prophecy.
And yes, we do want to take it to the Emperor.
Yeah, we would prefer to deliver it ourselves. Just it seems, yeah.
That is very well, but I would like to actually see the prophecy, just to inspect it for authenticity.
I refuse. I would pull it out, but I wouldn't
The fake
unravel
one?
it or give it to him.
The fake one?
Huh?
Because you received two. You received the one that wasn't wrapped in veil shade leaf from the first prophet, quote unquote, and then you received the one from the woman with snakes for hair, and that one was wrapped in the veil shade leaf. So I'm wondering if you Epuk had the one that was wrapped in parchment.
Yeah, but we haven't Did we didn't read the one that she actually made, right?
No.
No.
We broke open the old one.
Yeah.
Or the shitty one. The
Oh, yeah.
fake.
She broke it open and gave it to us. Yeah. The fake
No,
one.
no. I broke it open. I
okay.
did it. It was I figured it out.
We spent quite a bit of time getting that open, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't remember it that way,
Is that,
but okay.
is that what you were fiddling with for like the past week?
Uh,
No, it was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. I don't know that we should hand it to him.
I'm not gonna hand it to him.
That's it.
Show him it's the proof, I guess.
Okay, so we have the prophecy, the real prophecy, and the Oracle said that I need to keep it on me at all times. So I will show half of it through my robe, and then I'll tuck it back in, but you're not getting it.
He says, I am not going to open it, I hope you know. I know it is for the Emperor's eyes only, but I do need to inspect the reliquary to ensure its authenticity. And then I will allow you to have the reward from Vishnahanthenossenon itself, from Mr. Minmanon Gaul, and then you can be on your way delivering it to the Emperor. And he, there's a oak table, which is pretty rare. It would be very valuable, and it's like really well finished, and it's kind of off to the side of him, and he's got a box on it, and he just slides the box closer to you guys and opens it, and there's 10 gold bars in there.
Okay, all right.
I'm in.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
Stop drooling at the treasure. Keep
I
your wits
think
about you.
that this guy is the same bad guy that took over this town from the governor that took over the prophecy place. I think maybe the Emperor has been kidnapped.
Oh, yeah, or is that trap? Is that in our head you're saying, or are you saying that out loud?
I hope he's
I
saying
like
it in your head.
I don't say it to the governor.
Okay, so
I just
Everyone
say,
everyone just hears Coach mental math like 1, 2, 3.
It's probably about 10,000 gold.
Okay, all right. Stop looking at this. I'm gonna close the box. Stop looking at this.
All
I'm
right.
gonna close the
What
box.
What
We
if,
need to
as
have
long
a
as
real conversation.
it never leaves Denari's hands, but he can, have close inspection of it.
That would
Well, I'm
probably
saying-
suffice.
I'm saying
The-
if he sees the real shaded veil, the fucking leaf, then he will know that it's not his minions that were there anymore, and we usurped his minions.
Yep,
And
that's
then
fine.
he won't give us the gold, and he'll fight us.
That's fine. Then we'll kill
But
him.
maybe we should show
Okay.
him the other one then.
I
That's
was
what I'm
gonna
saying.
say I
We
can.
should show him the fake one.
Well,
It's a
so
50-50 shot.
don't forget,
about-
I have the veil shade papers, like the blank ones that I'm supposed to be writing prophecies on. So I have the paper. What if I don't give him like a paper so he can't try to write any forgery prophecies?
I think he'd be fine with just being able to
But
yeah,
we could only get the veil shade from the oracle, so that proves we were there.
yeah.
What if we
No.
show him the fake one, and if he says, "Oh, this isn't authentic," we can say, "Yes, we know it was
Oh.
a fake."
Yeah,
and then
I
we
think
can show him the real one, depending on his reaction.
Okay,
think
who's got
showing
the
him the
best
fake one.
deception?
I think showing him the fake one first is definitely the move.
Yeah, we could say, well, this is what we were handed when we got there.
Yes.
And then
And that wouldn't be deceptive.
it would not be deceptive.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll just I'll prepare for anything to go awry.
I walk up and say, fine. Here is the prophecy we received.
Okay. So you walk up, even though Denari flashed it already, we'll forget about that. And we'll you give him the fake, you show him the fake one that's in the parchment and stuff. And it's already been
show it to him.
It's already been
I don't hand
opened
it to
though.
him.
Okay. Yeah, he's fine with seeing it in your hand, and he says, now how could I believe you that this is the prophecy when each prophecy given throughout the years is delivered on a veil shade leaf?
Of a bitch! Fucking guy.
I mean, even the fake oracle knew this.
That's
So-
what we said.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
She said they ran out.
Huh?
Does he
Well,
pass the
we
test
could
now?
say, well, we could keep explaining that what the oracle said, like the false oracle. Like, oh well,
I feel
the
like
oracle said that they were out of veil shade leaf.
And they were waiting on the
That's
next
starting to
order.
sound very suspicious.
No, but then if he's cool with it, then then we know what he is. But then or maybe we know more. But if he's not cool with it, we still have the actual one, so we
So
can.
who's our best deceptor?
I
We're
have
not
advantage on charisma rolls.
We're
but it's
not
plus
lying.
0.
Mhm.
We're only telling
No,
you
but I
truth.
also we need to swing this a certain way.
yeah, I'm of the mind that we just let him see the real one
No.
and tell him that we were that they attempted to deceive us. Some
I'm going to protect this thing with my entire body.
Mhm.
So that's going to be a big fat no from me, dog.
But the oracle told me to trust my instincts.
Mm.
Denari.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
She said I could
That
do
is
it.
true. So he's saying,
was-
well, the
And-
governor's saying, this isn't the real one, so I'm not certain that you've actually been there. For all we know, you were out in the desert for 100 days and then just
Listen.
came back with a forgery, and he closes the gold box.
Can I
I have the blank prophecy paper. Give him, don't let him take it, but show him the paper. I'm not going near this guy.
You want me to take yours?
You can have one piece of the veil shade parchment.
To show that
You're going to give it back to show him we were there, and you're going to give it back to me. but don't let him have it because I'm scared he's gonna take it and try to write fake prophecies on my real paper.
Well, all this
Bastard.
is going on.
It's like
Mac,
deluxe paper, Danny. it's like
This guy's gonna wash my paper.
It's high security.
Can I
Yeah,
check
exactly.
this guy out? Does he does he seem like he is being absolutely genuine
You can
here?
roll insight if you'd like.
I would like.
I would also like debating on how his goes.
Okay, you can do it still.
I'm also rolling insight.
I'm
Yeah.
also rolling insight.
I have great insight, but I don't feel like rolling it.
Yeah, like
I-
you think,
I-
well, you just think that there more than meets the eye. You don't think he's being sketchy. Like you think he's telling the truth.
Maybe
Do I
telling the
think he's
truth.
telling the truth?
Yeah.
I do.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I say we show him the real
Okay.
prophecy.
All right. I'm not going near this guy still, but fine. I'll show it. He can see it.
All right.
We'll
So you
flank,
just
we'll flank Denari
Yeah.
to make sure she feels safe.
you make a whole formation, and she pulls it out and just shows you the real prophecy. And he says, why are you hiding this, and why do you have two prophecies?"
A lot of
It's
things have
okay.
transpired in our journeys, and we can't be too careful.
That's very true. And this is where we'll pick up next time. A lot of things have transpired. All right. I'll see you guys next week, and we'll continue talking to the governor.
I'm
Maybe
gonna have a
he's
panic
gonna-
attack.
He's gonna tell us that he usurped the bad governor and we found the good governor.
I'm sweating.
Did everybody post their character snapshot?
Um,
I'm missing Faerun. But then I think we have everybody else.
and
What
then
do you do with the snapshots?
I'm
Just as a record.
yeah, I'm extracting the area or the information out of it, and we're keeping track just for data's sake in the future, maybe.
Cool.
and that's 500 XP.
Ooh,
And
quest
10,000
XP.
gold.
Maybe
Not
if
yet.
you
You sure
cooperate.
it's not
If we go.
540 XP?
I'm sure.
It's actually 539
Well, that's
rounded down.
really close. You just have to kill someone real quick to get the
Yeah.
40.
The governor.
Mercenary,
Oh yeah.
a gang.
I don't
Quick,
know
kill
why.
Melian. He's the weakest.
Hey, wait, what?
All right, and I'm gonna have like Parthas and Ramiel add that too, just because they were helping get it back, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week.